Hello and welcome to another webinar here with treeservicedigital.com. I'm your host, Wesley Smith with Tree Service Digital. And today we're going to be going over some new cutting edge techniques that you may or may not have heard of with AI, artificial intelligence. It's all the rage out there today. It does some things really well, and then other things it doesn't do so well. So we're going to show you the things that it does do pretty well now. Things are constantly changing and evolving in this AI world that's quickly just rapidly ramping up faster than we ever thought possible. So it's a little bit scary, some of the things it can do and know about you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my slides with you. Thanks for joining today. I appreciate you guys being on. Looks like we have around 27 people on live. So appreciate you being here. Thank you. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get right into it here. All right. Looks like it's buffering and showing. So this is going to be the top 3 ways to use AI in your tree service business today. Like right now, you can implement these things that are going to help you save time, be more efficient, and just kind of plug into this new AI world that is quickly becoming pretty advanced and pretty good, actually. Sometimes you can hear things that sound sort of robotic and a little bit like an AI person, but it still solves and accomplishes the goal and the objectives, which are gather the customer information if you wanted to do that for your business. So a couple of things we're going to make a point of today, and I'll show you that getting right into it now. All right, so here's what we're going to cover today. First thing we're going to cover is how to get social media postings done quickly and effectively with artificial intelligence. How to have your phones answered after hours and on the weekends by a voice AI agent. And some people have opinions about this. Other people are using answering services, or perhaps they try to answer the phone on the weekends, or just push everybody to a voicemail on the weekends. Well, you've got an option. You can have an AI employee answering those calls. We're going to show you that here in a minute. We're actually going to do a live demo where you can hear how it works for our agency. We've got it plugged into our agency and for some other tree service companies, but I'll just demo the one that we have for our agency for after hours, and I'll show you how it works. And thirdly, we're gonna go over how to move website leads and chat messages leads to an appointment with an AI conversational bot that sounds human. So basically, as soon as somebody fills out a form on the website or a chat, any kind of lead that comes into you other than a phone call, you can text message conversation that lead into an appointment or call back at a certain time or things like that to really reduce your time on the phone and chasing customers. It's very powerful for time efficiency. And so if you've seen any of our other videos over the years, then we kind of go through the digital dominance method. And basically, your tree service company is here, right? And your foundation is going to be your website. I'll go through it really quickly. Your foundation is your website, which is basically comprised of your SEO, your reputation, job descriptions, if you do those case studies, blog articles, just all of your content about your tree service company. Number 2 is going to be paid ads. So that's a close second. Those are Google ads, local service ads, Microsoft ads, Nextdoor ads, etc. Number 3 is retargeting. Number 4, paid online directories you can be doing. Number 5, repeat and referral business. Number 6, there's pay-per-lead services out there you can utilize as well. If what your digital marketing agency as a whole is not doing, there's pay-per-lead services. You've got social media advertising. You can do ads on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, things like that. You can also offer a referral program to your existing customers, with like gift cards and email newsletters and things like that. And 9 is last but not least, very powerful, direct mail, which are basically a way to just blanket your community or targeted zip codes that you want to do more tree service work in. Really get the word out, right? Just show up in people's mailboxes and they're going to see it whether they want to or not. And that really is the way to grow your business as a whole with all of these different channels of marketing at the same time. If you're just doing 1 or 2 things, there's a high probability those 1 or 2 things are going to go through ebbs and flows during the year, not do so well. Something's going to happen, something's going to change. So you really want to be doing 8 or 10 things simultaneously so that you've always got consistent lead flow coming in. You may be asking the question, why us? If this is one of the first times you've seen my webinar or any content from us, well, Tree Service Digital is a marketing agency specializing in the tree service, arborist, tree care, land clearing niche. We don't do anything else. We don't work with any types of other companies. We've got a team of 16 highly trained marketing professionals, a team of 16, I think it's actually 17 now. 7 years in the business with the tree care space, with over 100 tree service companies as of this presentation. And we care about growing your business. It's pretty much all we do every single day of the week. Branding your company, helping you be the best known and most recognized tree service company in your area, which is going to lead to a lot more business. Who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in internet marketing space for over 10 years now. I'm the author of 2 books, How to Win with Internet Marketing for Tree Service Companies, and our newest launched book. We just recently launched it. I can't wait to unveil it. We're going to have a whole book launch really soon. It's called The Accelerated Growth Roadmap for Tree Service Companies. Really, how to plug into a total program, a totally multi-channel marketing program to really get the best results online. Just put it all into a condensed, smaller book that's easy to read in a day or two. And we specialize in tree service marketing. It's all we do. Expert web development, digital marketing team, and worked with dozens and dozens and dozens, hundreds of tree service companies across the United States. And we just know what works to get the best results online and generate a flood of new business. All right, so let's get into the ways AI, top 3 ways AI can be utilized in your tree service business. So number 1, you can use it to create social media postings. And there's a couple of different things you can use. I mean, there's Gemini, there's Chat GPT, there's a couple other variations of this AI thing. And so I'll show you really quick how that works. Let me go back to the previous slide there. And what we can do is a quick demo of how that works. So basically what you're going to do, you would pull up a service like ChatGPT. If you're doing this on your own, you're doing this in your office, and you really want to save some time, just crank out 5 to 10 of these social media postings that you can put in a tool and schedule out over the next, 2 to 4 weeks or whatever. Or you can generate 20 of them, schedule them out over the next 3 or 4 months, whatever you want to do, however many you want to do. Number 1, you're going to want to open the Chat GPT, Gemini, or a similar platform. You're going to want to have like a photo of your job. So if you're taking good photos out in the field, and they can be taken with smartphones, you don't need any fancy, camera equipment these days. I mean, smartphones usually have 20, 30 megapixel cameras, which are very, very good. Take some photos out in the field, get those and save them on your phone, or use some, camera app like Company Cam or something like that, or have them in a Google Drive. Get to your computer, and that way you've got images of your business that these AI tools can just describe without you having to put any brain power into it. So prompt it with the name of your business, because what you want in the social media post is a little quick excerpt about the name of your business, the image, and maybe 3 or 4 sentences of a social post. You don't need a ton of sentences, a ton of content on social posting. It's just a reminder post that you're there. And people that follow your page and like your page and things like that will see these postings as you do them. So include your phone number and website in the prompt. If you want that to showcase in the posting, you don't always have to have it on every single post, but it's good to have it at least every other post, your contact information there. So let's take a look at how this works. What I'll do is I'll get out of these slides just for a second. And what we'll do is come over here to Chat GPT. So this is Chat GPT. What I did was, all you do is you come in here and you will upload from your computer an image, right? So an image of your business. Come in here, and typically you're just doing like a new chat right here is what it's called. So you come over here, do a new chat, upload an image of your business here in the background. And then you want to prompt it correctly. So once you create this prompt, you can literally just save this prompt somewhere, on a notepad, on your computer, on the desktop, on a Word document, wherever you want to save it. And you can just call it. So I put in here, the name of the business is Arbor Forest Tree Service. Please create a social media posting in 3 to 4 sentences using hashtags at the end. And I provided the hashtags that I want them to put in there. You can change those up or you can keep them the same. It doesn't matter. Also put in the phone number and the website address in the post. So the post that it spits out for your social media posting is only going to be as good as you prompt it. So you've got to give it the prompts in order to get the product on the other side, to get what you want. So then basically I put it in there. Here's a social media post for Arbor Forest Tree Services. So it's good enough. And all you have to do now is take that over to your Facebook, Instagram page, LinkedIn page, wherever, and just go post it, right? So this is the post it spit out. And you can alter it, you can modify a few words, but it really helps with brain power and not having to generate from scratch each one of these postings. So keeping your trees healthy and your property safe is what we do best. It's got a couple of little emojis there. Looks like a muscle arm, flexing image there in a tree. Whether you need tree removal, trimming, or emergency services, our expert team is ready to help. Contact XYZ Tree Services today at phone number or visit us at website address for professional tree care you can trust. And then it's got the hashtags after that. And again, you can add something, you can take stuff away, you can modify a word or two, and then literally just go like this, copy, and then go paste it either on like what you could do first is paste it on a Google document and go paste 10 of them, right? Get 10 of these done with 10 different images. And now you've got social media content for the next 5 weeks. If you want to do 2 postings a week, you want to schedule them out, for example, you can schedule out one on Monday, one on Thursday, Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, whatever you want to do. And then you have your postings ready and you can just literally go in there, copy, paste, upload the photo, hit post. That's it. If you wanted to, for more geo-targeting in Facebook, when you're making the post, you can tag the city that you're in as well for a little bit more, specificity of the job site, things like that. But that's really all you do. That's how you can use ChatGPT to do social postings. And literally, you can crank out 20 of these probably in 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, you've got them sitting there on a page, and then you can go and use a tool. There's lots of social media tools you can use to schedule out postings coming up. Or you can actually use the Meta Suite, the Meta Business Suite. If you switch to your business page in Facebook, there's a scheduling tool actually built into the Meta Business Suite. So hopefully that helps you save a little bit of time, a little bit of money. And I know it definitely helps with, just mass scheduling out social media postings so you can stay top of mind to everybody that is following your page. Number 2 is you can have a voice AI agent answer after hours calls and weekend calls. So some people are using very expensive answering services. And, once it hits a certain amount of minutes, they start clobbering you on the overages and things like that. Plus, sometimes they don't answer the phone, things like that. So a voice AI agent can be prompted to answer all the questions of your business, have all of the services you provide, service areas you provide service in, a scheduling calendar to book the call automatically for you, all these different things. But the voice AI agent is basically just an AI employee that gathers the information that you're going to need for that job, right? And then when you call them back, you already have all the details like the address, the name, phone number, all that stuff. And I'm going to show you a quick demo of that. And so that kind of saves you a lot of time on the phone. So I'm going to do a quick demo. Listen in as we call our voice agent for Tree Service Digital, who answers after hours calls and weekend calls when we're not in the office.
Hey, thanks for calling Tree Service Digital. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I was calling about digital marketing for my tree service business. We're located in Alabama.
Great. I'd love to help you with that. Could I get your name and the best phone number to reach you? Also,
Sure.
if you have,
Yeah, the name is John Johnson, and the name of my tree service business is AAA Tree Company.
thanks, John. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Yeah, that would be 775-555-4455.
Got it. 775-555-4455. Do you have an email address you'd like to share?
Sure. It's John at,
All right, John. Could you spell out the rest of your email address for me?
yes, John at AAAtreeCompany.com.
Perfect. So it's John at AAAtreeCompany.com. Do you have a rough idea of your marketing budget, or would you prefer to discuss that later?
I do, but yeah, I'll probably just discuss it later whenever we set up our call. That way we can go through it, on the phone.
Totally fine, John. We can go over that during our call. Is there anything else you'd like to know or discuss right now?
No, I just wanted to make sure, like, is somebody going to give me a call back this afternoon, or can somebody call me back at 4 p.m. today, this afternoon?
I'll make sure someone gives you a call back at 4 p.m. today. If anything else comes up, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Thanks so much. Talk to you then. Bye-bye. So it's pretty good, right? I mean, you can tell it's a robot. You can tell it's a voice AI agent. but it gathers all the information that your company is going to need from that caller. So just kind of think about that. Basically, mine's set up and prompted to get information from tree service companies and maybe what they're looking to do, what their marketing budget is. But your tree service business would be prompting that caller to answer questions like what their address is, what type of tree service work they're looking for, when they're looking to get a call back or get an estimate scheduled. And it can even go as far as scheduling the estimate on a calendar. So it's really powerful. So there's some things you can really do to kind of supercharge it where it just books the appointment automatically. If you've got 2 or 3 salespeople, arborists that go out and give estimates, then you may want to just call them back and schedule, on your own. But that really helps with, gathering the information and things like that. So that's kind of how that works. So we got a question from Jessica. What programs do you recommend? Well, this is one that we have on our own software that we use for our agency, but there's several of them out there. I'd have to look up some to get like an actual brand name of a voice AI agent, but there's a good bit of them being employed right now. It's just the prompting of it. Some of them are better than others as well. But the cool thing is after that call hangs up, you get an email with that entire transcript, the goals of the call, like kind of the summary of the call. And then you just know what time to call that person back and schedule the estimate. So it's really cool. You don't have to spend a lot of time on the phone with that person because you've already gotten their information. So as far as like brand name ones, I'd have to kind of dig a few of those up that contractors could perhaps use. But this one's our one that we have in-house that we've prompted and kind of programmed over the last several months. But yeah, it's working great for our agency or after hours if people are willing to speak to it. That's the other thing. So that's the demo on that. The next thing, third, last but not least, is going to be a conversational chat bot that will move the leads to appointments through texting. And so the other one was if people call in and an AI voice agent answers that call. This is if somebody fills out a form on your website, somebody fills out a form on your landing page with Google Ads, Nextdoor, any other lead source other than a call, or opens up a chat communication on your website. When they open that up and they send in their information, it's going to automatically get into a conversation. And this is kind of like a visual. So you can see like you have a contact form on your website, right? So everybody's got a contact form. And so that way people can go and punch in their name, their email. So you already got that information. The next part is kind of like starting a conversation with that lead so that the lead doesn't go cold. A lot of times tree companies we've seen, not all of them, but some of them, they'll take 30 minutes, an hour to get back to some of these contact form leads or get a free estimate leads on a form or on a chat. See this little chat pop up? If somebody, opens it up and starts a chat message, you want to get back with them within a minute or two because that way it's fresh on their mind. They know who they're chatting with. They don't forget because they go do 10 other things in the meantime in 30, 45 minutes. They're just right away talking to somebody. And this chat bot will solve that problem. It's speed to lead. So if you can get in touch, start a conversation with each lead that fills out the form on your website, you're going to be booking way more appointments because you're not going to be chasing these leads down. You're going to be on a text message conversation immediately with them. So basically, that's what it looks like. As soon as they submit that form, boom, it comes in, and then there's an automatic prompt that goes through it. I want to demo this for you as well. It's really powerful, and it works very, very well. So let's take a look at this and how this works here. All right, so let's say I just filled out a form on somebody's website. Let's say this is me submitting the form. All right, this is now the agent, the texting agent, basically just sends me a text right now. This is a phone right here. So this is the text agent sending me a text as soon as I fill out that form or a chat on the website. Hey there, glad you're interested in tree service. We'd love to help out. Before we dive in, could you tell me your name? It helped me personalize our chat a little bit better. Sure. It is Joe. And you'll see it just continues the messaging. Takes a little bit of a pause before each message so it doesn't seem like a robot. Seems like more of a human. Thanks, Joe. We offer a wide range of tree services. To help us plan, do you have a specific time frame in mind for when you'd like this work done? Is it something urgent or more of a future project? Probably Monday or Tuesday of next week would be good. for an estimate. If I can see that real quick. And so you're literally texting with this tree service office right away, and they are texting with their leads right away. Got it. Early next week works for estimates. Before we schedule, is there anything unique about the property or the trees that we should know, like power lines or specific concerns? Yes, we have two pit bulls and a fenced in backyard. The trees are in the backyard. So then you can kind of gather some more information without having to spend this time on the phone with people and just get a whole transcript of everything that's going on. Thanks for the heads up about the dogs and fenced yard. That's helpful to know. Where's your place located? We'll need the address to plan the estimate. Okay. It is 123 Sally Lane, Memphis, Tennessee. Thanks for the address. To set up the estimate, we'll need a way to reach you. What's the best number to call you on? So I'll put 775-445-5545. See how this just kind of keeps that lead engaged? They feel like the office is texting them because this AI texting agent right here is actually trained to be more human. So it takes time, takes pauses, it misspells words here and there. Thanks for that. When would be a good time for us to give you a ring? We want to make sure we catch you when you're free to chat about the estimate. Sure. Today, around 4 p.m. would be great. Sounds good. We'll give you a call around 4 p.m. today to discuss the estimate and confirm details. Is there anything else you'd like us to know before then? Nope. Looking forward to speaking with you. If I can spell. Sounds good. We'll give you a call at 4 p.m. Cool. So that's it. Pretty much they are ready to give them a call at the end of the day. So that's kind of how it would work. You know, you would basically be in a conversation with this lead right from the beginning. And that way, there's no way that lead is going to think that nobody's going to get back with them. You've already basically talked to them and they're expecting a phone call a little bit later today. That way, the lead doesn't go cold. So we got another question here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, you're very welcome. So this is kind of how these AI agents can really help you move leads further down into the process and keep them more engaged with your tree service company without going cold too fast. And then also, if you have after hours answering, that way these leads don't just call somebody else, right? They've spoken to the agent, they're expecting a call back, and it can just kind of help you save some money sometimes from some of these different answering services. And some answering services are better than others. Some drop the ball, some are pretty good. So it just really depends on that. But it does save you money because for a flat fee, you could have these AI answering services answer the call or doing these chat things to really kind of move these leads down the process for you. So hopefully that demo kind of helped. Again, this is Tree Service Digital where we have close to 100 clients as of this particular presentation. A couple of happy customers, Hampton with Clean Cuts Trees and Utah with Tree Service Digital. It seems like they have a full grasp on the tree service marketing side of things for the internet. We've seen an increase in sales since we started with them. Our online presence is a lot more professional. I'd highly recommend them, just not in my area. Dylan says Tree Service Digital has really come through with their promise and watch my rankings climb to #1 in the local maps on Google. Other marketing companies have overpromised and underdelivered. I can't say enough good things about them. If you're on the fence, I promise you'll be happy with Tree Service Digital. And this is Justin in Florida. What it boils down to is that our phones haven't stopped ringing since we switched to Tree Service Digital. I would not hesitate to recommend them to anyone in the industry. We'd just be stupid not to even consider them. And we got a couple of written testimonials. We're implementing exactly what we're doing for our tree service company clients too. This is Bear Creek Tree Service in Colorado. We've been using Tree Service Digital for quite some time and are thrilled with the results. They are fast, efficient, and the communication is on point. They're very transparent with their pricing, which is a small business we appreciate. The staff is very knowledgeable and are always a pleasure to do business with. Highly recommend. You can find any of these on our website, guys, at treeservicedigital.com. We've got video testimonials and written reviews, a section on the website. This is Robbie with Starwood Tree Service in Ohio. Tree Service Digital is the best. We've been with them for over 3 years, and they've been amazing. They keep our SEO up, our website, text and voicemail campaigns, Facebook ads, and everything that we don't do. We can just focus on other things like hiring and training our team to get the job done right and safely. I would highly recommend, if you want a good long-term relationship, Tree Service Digital is the marketing service you want to be with. They're always there, and I can call them whenever I need anything. They always have time for me. You got to at least try them if you're thinking about it. Thanks so much, guys, for those reviews. And again, this is our digital dominance method. Your lead source and your leads that come into your tree service business remain the same, right? People are going to find you from the same places. Generally, it's search engine searches. So, Google, Bing, Yahoo, things like that. There's starting to be a little bit more populated content on ChatGPT, Google Gemini, things like that, where the content on your website, if it's good and well structured for SEO, will start showing up in those AI snippets at the top of the page on Google search page. So that's very important. Really focus on your content. And that's part of your SEO, search engine optimization, is writing articles on your website that does not sound like a robot, that sounds human generated, that's helpful for the audience, people that are looking for tree services. They will show that and reward your website up into that top snippet area right below the Google local service ads in a lot of cases. So very powerful stuff. Good content is still winning. Google search, Google Maps, getting reviews, Google local service ads, all of those things are working very well still in today's online world, really the best thing that you could be doing. And then these AI kind of plugins and add-ons are just going to help you save a lot of time and money. So hopefully this webinar helped you. I didn't want to make it too long because there's just a few things that we kind of wanted to get through. So it's the social postings you can get done. A lot of those done on these ChatGPT or Google Gemini with images and 3 or 4 sentence postings. You can also have a voice AI agent answer after hours calls, weekend calls, things like that. And then also a chat and text bot that will basically move every single one of your website form leads or chat leads from your website into a conversation where they're more likely to go ahead and schedule with you, get an estimate, get a call back. So they know they're going to get that tree service work completed and not just wait and hope somebody's going to call them back. They kind of already know because they've already been texting. All right, so hopefully that helps. If you guys have any other questions, pop them in the Q&A box there. We had a couple there from Jessica. Appreciate you being on today. Everybody, thanks for being on. And if you guys want a free online marketing plan review of your tree service business in your market, this is a great time. Beginning of March, things are really starting to ramp up across the country. Some areas of the country up north, you got about another 30 days in April maybe before it kind of takes off. But very good time frame to get everything kind of in place and ramping up for the spring season. If we can help you, just give us a call at 770-637-3707 or visit treeservicedigital.com and we would be happy to help you there. Also, check out our YouTube channel and our podcast, Tree Service Marketing Profits. We just had 2 interviews this week with business owners who shared their story of how they grew their business from zero to multiple millions, and they shared their story there on the podcast. That's Tree Service Marketing Profits. And you'll see those video interviews also on the YouTube channel. All right. Well, until the next video, appreciate you guys spending some time with us today. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.